guys, I'm Eileen. Welcome to my channel. So today I want to talk about how to afford luxury items. I love shopping, but I also believe we can be sensible and mindful when spending on luxury pieces. And if you've watched my videos before, you will know I often talk about mindful spending habits. So today I want to share with you how to shop smart so you don't have to spend more than you need to and still afford a luxury wardrobe. So the first way to afford luxury items is to shop the sale. Now I'm aware that certain luxury items will never go on sale, for example a Louis Vuitton Speedy or a Chanel Classic Double Flap. However, a lot of luxury items do go on sale and there's no reason why you should pay full price for them. Now I've mentioned in my previous video that I love using ShopTagger. I've actually used it for 2 years and I've saved so much money. So basically ShopTagger is an app that will allow you to save your wishlist items, and when these items go on sale, ShopTagger will send you a notification. This is a completely free service, so you don't actually have to pay for a subscription to use the app. So this is how it works. You can basically download ShopTagger on your web browser or on your phone. I use mine on Google Chrome when I'm on my laptop. It's super easy to use. So basically you just need to sign up, install the ShopTagger button, and that will go to the top of the desktop as a little bookmark, and that's it. You can now start shopping. So let's say you're on a website and you find something you really like. So you just need to click on the ShopTagger button and you can save the item in the size and the color you like, and you can even decide at what point you want to be notified. For example, a 25% or a 50% sale, but I personally just go for the general sale option. And even if your item is sold out, ShopTagger will let you know when it's back in stock, which is super handy. And as you can see, you can even group your items into different categories to keep them organized. So I've separated mine into accessories, clothing, shoes and skincare. I love shopping for designer shoes on sale, so I've got quite a few pairs here on my list. Recently, they've also added another very useful feature, which is quite new to me as well. So basically, when you're checking out a website, ShopTagger will let you know if there's any coupon you can apply to your purchase. So you might not even have to wait for a sale anymore because the coupon is like an instant discount. I've also installed the app on my phone, which is very easy to use and so handy when I'm on the go. So I receive my notifications on my email. And again, I've managed to get in early on some amazing sales because of these notifications. In fact, a lot of my designer shoes were bought on sales. For example, I got my Roger Vivier flats at 30% off, Charlotte Olympia flats at 30% off, Jimmy Choos at 15% off, and a pair of Valentino Rockstars at 30% off, just to name a few. So if you love shopping and you love a good discount, you need ShopTagger. I'm going to leave some information down below in the description box, so make sure you check them out. The second tip for affording luxury items is to buy pre-loved pieces. This is especially relevant if you're shopping for items that will never be discounted. Now this is something that I wish I looked into earlier on my journey of luxury shopping. In the past, I used to think buying first-hand from the store was worth every penny because you get to enjoy the store experience. But now, I'm really not quite sure if that experience is worth that much money. Personally, I've sold quite a few handbags, including 3 Chanel, 1 Louis Vuitton, 1 Dior and 1 Celine. So I do know you can get handbags in excellent condition at a good price. There are quite a few websites that I check on quite often to look for good deals, including Designer Exchange and NPN handbags. Now shopping this way can certainly take longer because it can take a while for your item of choice to show up on the website, but I think it's certainly an option worth looking into. And to be honest, if you are looking for fairly classic pieces like a Chanel Double Flap or a Louis Vuitton Speedy, it shouldn't be too tricky to look for one in a good condition. So don't forget to look at the second-hand market if you only want to pay a fraction of the retail price. Tip number 3, apart from waiting for a good sale or buying second-hand pieces, you can still get some really good discount when buying luxury pieces. I really enjoy tax-free shopping at the airport, and I especially like looking for sunglasses because unlike shopping online, I can be there in person to try out as many pairs as I want to make sure they actually suit my face shape. Now, you might not be able to find a very specific item when you shop at the airport, but if you're like me, who's only looking for a good pair of sunglasses that will last for a long time, airport can be a good place to shop. Another way to avoid paying full price is to buy from the outlets. My husband will never get a Hugo Boss shirt from the actual store. Instead, he will go to the outlet and get 2-3 pieces every few years or so. And for me, I actually bought a Burberry coat from the outlet store as well, and the quality is really good and the price is reasonable. However, outlet shopping can be a bit dangerous because it can lead to impulse purchases. So I would suggest you to go there with a plan and only buy what's on your wish list. Try not to make any random purchases or spend the money you didn't plan to spend. For me, the perfect solution is to shop on the outlet website because I will not be under any pressure to spend just to save. I can really take my time to browse the website, and if I see something I like, I can also save it and come back to it later. So I love shopping on outlet. It's my favorite website to shop for good quality clothing pieces at a fraction of the retail price. And quite often, they also do some really good offers on top of the already discounted price. So you can imagine the saving can be quite significant. If you have a look at the website, you'll find so many amazing designer brands like Bauman, Burberry and Chloe. I personally really enjoy looking for cashmere pieces, and I've actually bought quite a few from this website. My favorite purchase, however, has to be the beautiful shearling gilet by Carl Donahue. I managed to score this piece at nearly 70% off. I still have to pinch myself because that discount is so unreal. Tip number 5 for affording luxury items is to prioritize. I think this works really well if you're saving up for a big luxury purchase. So let's say you are hoping to reward yourself with a Chanel bag for around Christmas time. So you've been saving up, but along the way you might see a lot of beautiful things and you might get distracted. But you need to tell yourself that Chanel bag is your priority. Therefore, you need to stay focused and try not to get little treats along the way because they might keep you further away from that Chanel bag. I think setting priorities is also very helpful in cultivating a more mindful spending habit. Now, most of us have a limited supply of money, so instead of dressing yourself from head to toe in luxury brands, try to prioritize where you should spend your money on. So for me, when I first started my luxury collection, my priorities were handbags, and I wouldn't splurge on anything else like shoes or clothing. But now I'm quite happy to spend a bit more on a good pair of designer shoes. So the point is, your priorities can change along the way, but you just want to make sure you allocate your luxury spending responsibly and you don't have to get everything at once. So for example, if I'm given £1,000 today to spend on either a pair of earrings or a t-shirt, I will certainly choose the earrings because t-shirts are just not my priorities. But it might be different for you. So I would suggest to sit down and make a list and decide where you'd rather spend your money on. My next tip for affording luxury items, especially for people who already have a luxury collection, is to recycle your pot of money for luxury shopping. So what I mean is, try not to spend more money to get more things when you have things that you do not use. So personally, I sell things that I no longer use. I don't cling on to them if they don't serve a purpose, because at the end of the day, these are things, and if they are not being used, it's really time to let them go. So I've sold quite a number of handbags, shoes and even clothing. And very recently, I've sold my Cartier Love bracelet because I've mentioned many times on my channel that it didn't fit in my lifestyle. So I've decided to let it go finally. I think selling is a win-win situation because you'll get some cash and the buyer will get to purchase the item at a good price. Now, I'm fully aware that you might lose some money when you sell, but if the item is not being used, it's just a lot of money sitting on the shelf. Personally, I've never had any seller's remorse. I'm just really grateful that the item has gone to someone who will put it to good use. And more importantly, I know when I see something that I really like, I can buy it without digging too much into my savings. And for me, that is a really good feeling. There's one caveat though, because when you sell, you will get some cash and some people will go out shopping immediately. But I would suggest you to keep the money and only spend it when you see something you truly love. Otherwise, you'll have to start selling again very soon. The last point I want to touch on is generous spending habits, because essentially, to buy luxury items, it still comes down to money. So even though I have a collection of luxury items and I enjoy shopping, I'm generally quite careful with my money. I'll make sure everything else is paid for and taken care of first, including investment. I pack my lunch every single day, and as a family, we don't really eat out. We compare prices for almost everything, like car insurance and home insurance, and we even recycle rainwater for gardening and cleaning. So I would say I'm fairly careful with my spending. Therefore, although I do allocate part of my money for luxury spending, I don't feel awfully guilty. Now, I grew up in a family where designer handbags are just not the purchase that you should ever make. So for a while, I did judge myself. But now, I believe that I should be able to spend my money on things that make me happy as long as I'm responsible with my finances. So that's my video about the 6 ways you can afford luxury spending. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Have a good day.